Hello dear student, how are you all? I think everyone are fine there. So student, today we are going to begin with the part number 4th of the lesson or prose number 3, The Gift of the Maggie, which is written by O. Henry. So this portion is for glossary, okay, and it is a part of book number 1 and it is a part 4. So student, today we are going to complete this lesson, okay, and you have seen the previous videos which were being uploaded there in the YouTube channel, and that channel is linked with your group. So student, I hope everyone have seen the previous videos and you got something related to the lesson, and might be you have understood about the lesson. And one more thing student, in the previous video we have used bilingual language to make you more familiar with the text. Why we are taking the bilingual language? It is not like you don't understand the English. You are well and good in English, you can understand it, you can write it, but the matter should be more familiar. Though English is not our language, it is a foreign language. So learning a foreign language, it takes a time. Yes or no? Really, it takes some time. So for that, we should use a supporting language where you can read the text, learn the text with the help of another bilingual language. So here in this video also I am going to use Hindi language in between, so you can understand what is the actual matter of the paragraph. So student, before beginning the part 4 of the same lesson, The Gift of the Maggie, written by O. Henry, just recall the previous video, what you have read in that video. Okay, in the previous video we have discussed the whole situation, what is going on there in the rent room in America in between the two couples, Della and Jim. Here Della was so frightened. She is totally afraid of her husband, Jim. And Jim was so serious. He needs a sincerity. He is a punctual. And today he is looking so frustrated and he became so laborious. Okay. And he is watching towards the Della continuously. And what is running there in the mind of Jim, Della don't know. And suddenly Della spoke out. Hey you Jim, after giving up my long hairs, why I don't look so good as I look previously? Why something changes is there in my body, or something changes is there in my look? Why I don't look like the previous one? Why the love for me in you becomes so less, or it is reducing day by day? Why you are thinking like this? Though I have given my hairs and I sacrificed my hairs for you, because I want to purchase a platinum strip for your watch, which is gifted you by your ancestors, by your great grandfather. So I want to purchase a new platinum chain for your watch, so you can wear it and you can attach it with your golden watch, and you look so familiar and you look so chanting. So it should be like that. So but yours attitude towards me is day by day decreasing. I am finding something, another kind of a peculiar attitude towards you for me. I am not finding that love from you. I am not finding the previous Jim in you. Now you are totally changed. These all kind of phrases she spoke out suddenly. Then Jim, what he do? He listened it thoroughly, and instantly within a second he take out a gift which he bought to the Della and throw it on the table. Hey you Della, what you thought about me? You are telling there is a love in my heart becoming so reduced, or it is reducing day by day for you? No, it is not like that. Don't think like that I am not loving you. If you don't do the makeup, if you don't make any facial expression, if you don't cut your hair, you look like same. as you look like in the previous days. So in these couple of days, I love you too much what I used to do in the previous days. So don't think like that. Even my sympathy, my empathy, even the relationship in between you and us never going to be loose. We are going to be make it strong with a good bonding. So this is what here Della, even Jim conversate in the previous video. So student, let's begin. What else happens in between these two couples? So what we are going to learn, okay, from the lesson, and what morality and what a very good thing we are learning from this lesson. So let's begin without a further go and let's be started. Okay, so before that I would like to tell you that, okay, for the time being, when the textbooks would arrive here in the school, just take out the printouts of those lessons which were going to be taught here in the class. If you take out the printout or a Xerox copy, then you have a perfect, okay, text. Those who have not having, then you have a perfect text. You can use it for the reference, yes or no, for the time being. And afterwards, when the textbooks were available here, we were going to distribute you, no issue. Okay, so student comes here on the page number 36 on the paragraph number 37. Okay, here the page number 36. Don't make any mistake, Dell, he said, about me. I don't think there's anything in the way of haircut or a shave or a shampoo that could make me like my girl any less. But if you will unwrap that package, you may see why you had me going a while at first. Do you know student, यहाँ पर जिम ने एक गिफ्ट लेके आया था. किसके लिए? डेला के लिए. और वह गिफ्ट डेला को देना चाहता था. और वह गिफ्ट इतना प्रीशियस था कि जब भी वो गिफ्ट देता डेला को, तो डेला उसे खोल के बहुत प्रसन्न हो जाती, इवन बहुत खुश हो जाती. पर क्या हुआ अंत में? उसने वो गिफ्ट निकाला अपनी जेब से और उसे फेंका. कहाँ पर? टेबल पर. और उसने कहा बड़े गुस्से से, क्या तुम सोच रही हो मेरा प्यार तुम्हारे लिए कम हो गया है? नहीं, ऐसा कभी भी नहीं हुआ. जब तुम उसे खोल कर नहीं देखोगे जो मैं तुम्हारे लिए लाया हूं, तुम मेरे प्यार को नहीं समझोगे. और तुम यहां पर कह रहे हो तुम मुझसे प्यार नहीं करते. कैसा रिलेशनशिप है हम दोनों के बीच में? तुम अपने बाल कटवा लो, अगर तुम अपने बालों पे शैम्पू भी नहीं लगाओगे या तेल भी नहीं लगाओगे, तुम अपने आप को श्रृंगार भी नहीं करोगे, तभी भी मैं तुम्हें इतना प्यार करूंगा. दिस इज वॉट जेम्स टेल्स टू डेला. ओके, देन कम्स टू 38. For there lay the combs, the set of combs. Okay, so what Jim bought for Della? Jim bought, yes, Jim bought set of combs. To whom? To Della. Okay, this set of combs known to Della that Jim have bought? No, she don't knew about this. If she knew, then why she going to give up her hairs? Yes or no? So it is a logical one. Then comes side and back that Della had worshipped for long in a Broadway window. Okay, the Della is always thinking about the combs. I need such a good combs, okay, for maintaining my big long hairs. I couldn't maintain my hairs because I don't have a very good quality of comb. Comb means kangi. It means kangi, which you use to maintain your hairs. So she is expecting the comb from the Jim each and every day, but she don't have a comb. Here Jim bought a comb for her. Yes, beautiful combs, pure tortoise shell with jeweled trims, just the shade to wear in the beautiful vanished hair. They were expensive combs, she knew, and her heart had simply craved and yearned over them without the least hope of possessions. And now they were hers, but the tresses that should have adorned The coveted adornments were gone. Okay, then what he tells here? Who? Jim tells to Della, do you know combs what I have bought for you? And here Della watch that combs side and back, and that comb is very beautiful. Okay, because the comb which Jim bought for Della, okay, was made up of tortoise shells. Tortoise shell. So student, do you know turtles or a tortoise? From where you will get these kind of small aquatic animals? You will find somewhere in the rivers, in lakes, or in somewhere in the oceans. So these combs were made by tortoise shell. Shell is a part of the tortoise body. It is called tortoise shell. All right, then they were expensive, and these combs were too expensive. So what we should write here? These combs are too expensive. They are too expensive. Okay, fine. Who have bought it for Della? Then this is all she observed, that comb here and there, and she totally admired by that comb. And the same comb Della is expecting throughout her life from Jim. And this is a day where Jim bought a beautiful comb for her, and it is a surprise one. But what is the use of it? Here Della have given her hairs. Then what is the use of this? This is what Jim wants to show to the Della. See, I bought a comb for you and you have given up your hair. So why you did like this? So see, here she sold her hair and she bought a beautiful platinum chain for the Jim. And Jim, okay, Jim did something and he bought a beautiful comb for her. Okay, but Jim bought a beautiful comb for her, and it is very expensive. By selling what? Yes, tell me, by selling what? Yes, you can guessing right. Let's read it out. Fine. Then 39th. But she hugged them to her bosom, and at length she was able to look up with dim eyes and a smile and say, my hair grows so fast, Jim. And what she do? She take out that gift and she hug it, okay, with her bosom, and she smile and looks towards the Jim. Jim, my hairs will grow so fast and I will use this comb very soon. Okay, then Della leaped up like a little singed cat and cried, ho ho. Then what happened? Della became so ugly. Okay, she feels like sorrow, and a tears comes out of the Della's eyes. Okay, then 41st. Jim had not yet seen his beautiful present. She held it out to him eagerly upon her open palm. The dull, precious metal seemed to flash with a reflection of her bright and ardent spirit. So here, Jim is so curious to see the beautiful present what Della wants to give her. Okay, so he is waiting eagerly to see his present. But what was it? After seeing, then Jim will get snow. Then 42nd. Isn't it a dandy? Jim. Isn't it a dandy? Jim. Jim asked. Is it a dandy? Jim asked. I hunted all over town to find it. You will have to look at the time 100 times a day now. Give me your watch. I want to see how it looks on it. Now, here Jim says, is it a dandy what you have bought for you? But Della says, no, I have bought something special for your watch, because you have a practice of watch, okay, seeing towards the watch day and night and getting a better time duration. Yes or no? So I want your watch so I can put a strip over it. And she asked for a watch from Jim. But what Jim does do here? 43rd. instead of obeying her demand, what he do? Jim tumbled down on the couch and put his hands under the back of his head and smiled. So what he do? Jim tumbled. Yes, what he do? He tumbled down on the couch and put his hands under the back and his head and smiled. So now Jim became he became in a state of sorrow. He put his hand over his head backside and he just keep his knees over the couch. Couch is a place somewhere in the hall where we used to stand and sit, and it is an open place in the hall. Okay, a mat will be rolled off, so it is called here couch, and he fell down there. Okay, then he smiled. Simply he gives one small smile. Okay, 44th. Dell, he says. Who? Jim. Dell, said he, let's put our Christmas present away and keep them a while. They were too nice to use just at present. I sold the watch to get the money to buy your combs, and now suppose you put the chops on. So what he said? Hey Della, what is the use of this present? You have given me a precious present, and I also given you a very expensive present. So what is the use of it? हम दोनों ने बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण बहुत ही महंगी चीज़ें खरीदी हम दोनों के लिए, और हमने हम दोनों को दिया, बट उसका क्या उपयोग हुआ? उसका यूज़ क्या हुआ? हमने उसका यूज़ कैसे लिया? जबकि तुमने अपने बाल दिए किसके लिए? प्लैटिनियम स्ट्रिप्स के लिए, और मैंने अपनी घड़ी बेच दी किसके लिए? तुम्हारे कॉम के लिए, तुम्हारी कंघी के लिए। तो उसका क्या यूज़ है? हम उसका यूज़ कैसे लें? आओ हम दोनों साथ में मिलकर इस बड़े क्रिसमस को अच्छी तरह से सेलिब्रेट करें। और हमारे साथ कैसा कोइंसिडेंस है? What a coincidence what we have now. We have sold up each and everything. Here Jim wants to convince Della. Then the last paragraph of the lesson, 45th. The Magi, as you know, were wise man. Now the story comes of the Magi. Okay, the Magi were the wise men. Okay, they were intelligent men. Whereas it is a story of a Egypt. Okay, it is a story of the Greek. Wonderfully wise man. They were wonderful wise men because they are telling the short story. Who brought gifts to the baby in the manger. So these wise men brought the gifts to the baby. Okay, a queen of a big kingdom, and they bought the gift and they were approaching towards the manager of the kingdom. Then they invented the art of giving Christmas present, and the gift of the Magi. Okay, these wise men invented the art of the presenting gifts on the occasion of the Christmas Eve or Christmas festival. Then, being wise, their gifts were no doubt wise ones, possibly bearing the privilege of exchange in case of duplication. Then what happened? Being wise, they were intelligent. Their gifts were no doubt wise ones. If they are intelligent, then their gifts should be something precious one, something useful. Yes or no? Then what happens with those wise men? Okay, possibly bearing the privilege of exchange in case of duplication. What happened? Okay, in the manner of exchanging their gifts, what they did? They did duplication. Okay, they also bought the same gift and they also given the same gift. Okay, both gifts are the same one. For one gift they have sacrificed something, for another gift they are also sacrificed something. This is what happened with the gift of the Magi. Okay, the persons, the wise men. Then, and here I have lamely related to you the uneventful chronicle of two foolish children in a flat who must unwisely sacrifice for each other the greatest treasures of the house. Okay, so here the wise man sacrificed a lot to present the gift to the baby, okay, in the manger. Fine. In the same manner, these two kids who are residing there in the flat, in the rented home, and they sacrifice their earning to purchase a precious gift for each another. Okay, then what happens? But in the last word to the voice of these days, let it be said that all who give gifts, these two were the wisest. So the whole country is celebrating the Christmas Eve, the Christmas festival, but these two gifts which they presented each another, they were not no more useful, they were the sake of just seeing and keeping, but these gifts are very useful, which is shared by these two couples then, and they are the wisest of the wiser. Of all who give and receive gifts, such as they are wisest, everywhere they are wisest, they are the Magi. So student, at last these two couples are called Magi because they are the Magi. Here the gift of the Magi tells the story of two couples, and the gift of the Magi compares to the story of the ancestor days, of the past days, where in the Greek 2 or 3 wisest men have bought a precious gift by sacrificing their life, fighting with the enemies, and sacrificed each and everything to present a precious gift to the baby, okay, who is residing in the big kingdom, okay, under the rule of the manager. They have presented, and for that what they did, they sacrificed more and more in their life. And the tradition of presenting the gift on the occasion of the Christmas Eve came from this wisest man. And here they comparing the old story with the new era, the new era of two couples who have sacrificed their hair for presenting the beautiful platinum chain for the golden watch, and the Jim had sacrificed his golden watch to present a beautiful comb to his wife. Understood, student? This is what happens here, okay, in the conclusion of the story. So student, at last what morality we have learned from the lesson? So अंत में हमने ये सीखा इस पाठ से और इस प्रोज से, हमें जीवन में एक अच्छी और एक सफलतापूर्वक और एक हरियाली भरी और एक सुखी पूर्वक जीवन जीना चाहिए। जीवन तो जीना चाहिए, हमें अपने अपनों के लिए सेक्रीफाइस करना चाहिए, अपनों के लिए सोचना चाहिए, जबकि जब हम अपनों के लिए सोचेंगे, अपने भी हमारे लिए सोचेंगे। ठीक है। और इस पाठ में एक पति और पत्नी के बीच में ऐसा रिलेशनशिप होता है कि वह अपने प्यार को जताने के लिए एक दूसरे को अच्छे अच्छे गिफ्ट्स देते हैं। जबकि वो गिफ्ट देते हैं, लेकिन उस गिफ्ट और उस उपहार का क्या उपयोग, जबकि उनके किसी उपयोग में ही नहीं है। जहां डायला ने अपने बाल सेक्रीफाइस किए, ओके, एक सुंदर सी स्ट्रिप प्रोवाइड करने के लिए अपने हस्बैंड को, और उसके हस्बैंड ने अपनी वॉच को सेक्रीफाइस किया अपनी बीवी को एक बड़ी सी सुंदर कंघी देने के लिए। लेकिन उसका यूज़ क्या हुआ? उसका यूज़ ये हुआ कि उन्होंने सेक्रीफाइस किया उस गिफ्ट को लेने के लिए, क्योंकि वो इतना आपस में इतना घुल मिले हैं, उनके बीच में इतने अच्छे संबंध है, और इसी संबंध, इसी प्रेम और इसी प्यार को पुराने काल के किसी बड़े किंगडम जो कि ग्रीक में है, वहाँ पे वाइसस होते हैं, वाइस मैन, उन्होंने भी गिफ्ट ऐसे ही प्रदान किया किसी रानी को, ओके, जो कि रानी बेबे के नाम से जाना जाती थी, और वो बड़े से मैनेजर, ओके, एंड शी यूज्ड टू गिव द जस्टिस, वो न्याय देना चाहती थी सभी लोगों को, वो न्याय के नाम से जाना चाहती थी, बिल्कुल क्योंकि वो किसी के साथ अन्याय नहीं करती थी, सभी को एक अच्छा न्याय देती थी। तभी सभी लोग उसके पास जाकर उसके सामने हाथ जोड़कर उससे ओके अच्छे काम के लिए उसके नाम की सराहना करते थे। पर जब उन्होंने उसको गिफ्ट दिया तो उन्होंने भी कुछ सेक्रीफाइस किया। किसने? समझदार लोगों ने। उन्होंने भी कुछ सेक्रीफाइस किया, एक अच्छा सा गिफ्ट दिया। और ये त्यौहार देने का और लेने का जो परंपरा है क्रिश्चियनिटी में, क्रिश्चियंस में, ये तब से चला आ रहा है। तभी कहते हैं द गिफ्ट ऑफ द मैगी which is provided by the wisest man of the wiser. And here the same thing happened in the lesson, okay, where the two couples shared the very beautiful gift, and we learned a very beautiful morality from this lesson. So student, understand this whole lesson by watching all the 4 videos of this lesson, okay, watch it once, twice, thrice, have a better understanding of it, note down there in the notebooks, and in the coming video we are going to discuss the glossary, question and answers, and the grammar portion of this lesson. So student, for the time being, take care, have a nice day, bye bye.